Hello, everyone. This is horror author James Hershey Jr. with the Staring into the Abyss radio show. And in this video, I want to bring you a very interesting article that kind of proves something that we have talked about on the show several times. This article was from naturalnews.com, and it was published Wednesday, February 6, 2019 by Vicky Batts. The headline here is "No Longer a Conspiracy Theory. MIT scientists confirm they possess technology to beam voices into your head." Very interesting stuff. A crackpot theory no more. Scientists from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, just revealed they now possess the technology to beam voices into your head. For years, the mainstream media has been poking fun at anyone who actually believed the powers that be are desperately trying to usurp control over humanity. But some of the latest technological developments are clear indications that a totalitarian regime is brewing on the horizon. At long last, scientists are now revealing the first wave of technology that could soon be used to bring the world at large to its knees. In 2018, we saw warnings of pre-crime policing systems come to pass, and video surveillance technology become more and more advanced. Now, MIT researchers say they have developed the technology necessary to beam voices right into your head. What could go wrong? Putting thoughts into your head. Scientists from MIT have found not one, but two ways to transmit sounds directly to an individual's brain via laser beam. A paper on their exploits was published in the journal Optics Letters in January 2019. In a press release, researcher Charles Wynn said, "Our system can be used from some distance away to beam information directly to someone's ear. It is the first system that uses lasers that are fully safe for the eyes and skin to localize an audible signal to a particular person in any setting," he added. As Futurism reports, a material's absorption of light can actually produce sound waves. This is called the photoacoustic effect. And both methods of sound beaming technology rely on it to transmit tones, music, and recorded speech via laser. The MIT scientists used water vapor as their material. One of their chosen techniques was to sweep a laser beam at the speed of sound. By changing the lengths of the sweeping motion, they were able to encode different sounds, as reported by Futurism. This technique allowed them to transmit sound to a person more than 8.2 feet away at a volume of 60 decibels, about the loudness of background music or a conversation in a restaurant, without anyone between the source of the sound and the target hearing it. The scientists also tried adjusting the laser beam's power to encode a message. The team reported that this method produced a clearer response with lower volume. A dangerous leap into the future. It is no surprise that the proponents of this new technology are already promoting its virtues to the public. As usual, the powers that be are promising that the voice beam technology will be used for good instead of evil. While the MIT scientists say they hope to see the technology used to assist in dangerous situations, researcher Ryan M. Sullenberger disclosed that they also plan on commercializing their tech. "We hope that this will eventually become a commercial technology. There are a lot of exciting possibilities, and we want to develop the communication technology in ways that are useful," Sullenberger commented. This voice beam technology could be very useful for a variety of purposes, but that doesn't mean it will be used for things that are good for the average person. While this voice beaming technology is undeniably an impressive feat, the fact remains that there are probably more bad uses for this technology than good. MIT researchers say it can be used by authorities to communicate covertly in delicate situations. But beyond a select few instances, it's hard to imagine how mass commercialization of this technology is going to be possible without putting the freedom and privacy of the public at risk. This kind of technology sets the stage for a number of unintended consequences. Whether it's having advertisements sent directly to your brain or full-blown mind control, it is painfully obvious that in the wrong hands, voice beam technology can be used for a number of corrupt purposes. See more coverage of the latest developments in mind control technology at Mind Control News. And that's the end of this here article. Now, the first thing I want to say about this is kind of how these things work. Once it hits the public like this, okay, where everybody knows that now this exists because they've admitted it, you can trust and believe that they have had this technology for at least 20 years before this. That's what happens with all of our military tech, all of our electronic tech, all of that stuff. The military and the government has this stuff on a classified top secret level long before the public ever knows it exists. The stealth bomber is a great example of this. The stealth bomber, when it came out, everybody's like, wow, what an amazing thing. It can avoid radar and everything. They had that tech for 30 or 40 years at least before it was ever released to the public to where we knew about it. Same thing with this. Okay, they have been able to beam not just sound waves from 8 feet away, but literally they can put words in your mind. They can whisper in your ear and make you think you're hearing voices and make you think things that you don't want to think and do things that you don't want to do from a lot further than 8 feet away. A lot of times they do it over cell phone, that kind of thing. The fact that this start of disclosure here is coming out to the public really tells you something. A lot of this stuff is coming out now. A lot of the cures to a lot of diseases we've had for a long time are starting to come out. You're seeing that with cancer, to where now they're announcing, hey, we just found a cure for cancer. Well, they've had a cure for quite a long time. It's just not available to us. It's only available to certain people, only the elite, not us. We're the normal people. Now you might say you're crazy, conspiracy theory, all that kind of stuff. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. Because I told you guys about this on a show that we did on Staring Into the Abyss around 2 years ago. I was talking about this exact technology that they possessed. And at that time, everybody thought people like me that said that were crazy. And now here you see MIT admitting that this technology exists. And believe me, they didn't just discover it. There's evidence of this going back years and years and years. So I wanted to bring you this article. One, because it's a proof of something that I spoke about on the radio. But also because this is the kind of thing that's not going to be plastered all over the mainstream media news like CNN, Fox News, your local ABC, NBC, CBS. It's not going to be there. You're going to find it in little scientific journals and scientific papers where they admit it. And it might get picked up by 1 or 2 websites. But this is an important step here to letting you know that this technology does exist, our government does possess it, and they do use it. And if our government possesses it, you can bet your bottom dollar other governments probably do as well. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this article. I hope you liked this video. And let me know down in the comments what you think about it. If you also believe that they've had this technology for a long time, or if you think they're just now discovering it. I don't think you can really say it doesn't exist because they've admitted it. I mean, right here's the article where MIT is admitting it. But if you feel that way, go ahead and say that too. But either way, I hope that you enjoyed the video. And until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.